I'm very proud to say that this one is fantastic. And this is one of the reasons.
One thing I want to say is when Harrison and I first started talking about what we're going to do with this movie, the three words that kept coming to our mind were Phoebe Waller-Bridge. And so we had an idea about how to create a really great foil for him in this adventure.
Indiana Jones is one of the greatest franchises of all time, and is one of my personal favorite franchises behind Star Wars. Now, I personally have a deep connection with Indiana Jones because I grew up watching this movie, like, at the age of 6. I remember watching the jungle scene of Raiders of the Lost Ark, and I had to go out and have dinner with my family, but I was so intrigued with finishing it, so I came back and I finished it. Indiana Jones is about Indiana Jones. That's the name of the character. It's about archaeology, it's about adventure, it's about the action, it's about the charisma of the characters, and I have loved Indiana Jones for such a long time. So a few years ago when they introduced Indiana Jones 5, that they were working on, I was extremely excited. I was so excited, but I was optimistic. 1, Indiana Jones's age, Harrison Ford's age. 2, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull wasn't very good. And 3, now it's owned by Disney. But I was optimistic. And I became a little bit excited when James Mangold was attached to the project. However, now, ladies and gentlemen, this is not the case anymore. The trailer has not been released for this film. The name of the movie has not been released for this film. And all they can talk about is Phoebe Waller-Bridge, or whatever her name is. Nothing has been revealed about this movie. There is no plot revealed at all. There's nothing introduced at all yet about Indiana Jones himself, but you have so much going on with this character, Phoebe Waller-Bridge. You even have a theme song that came out about 6 days ago that John Williams composed. Beautiful score. And I enjoyed the score, don't get me wrong, but you have a theme song coming out for this woman before anything is even announced yet about Indiana Jones himself. Harrison Ford himself, the breathing man behind the film. And you have such a focus on this woman, even in that video at the beginning of my video. It's all about her, and I have nothing against women. I want a great feminine character in this film. I want a character like Marion, someone that you care about, someone that you love, but is also a woman, and somebody that can be capable of love and loving. And unfortunately, I'm very worried now that this character will upstage Indy in the whole film. I'm deeply saddened what is going on at Lucasfilm and at Disney. There's a lot of terrible directors right now. Well, there's a lot of great directors that became terrible because of Disney. Sam Raimi, for example, directed Doctor Strange 2, which sucked. It was horrible. It was woke, and it just was a poor movie. Even if it wasn't woke, it was still a really bad, poorly written movie. Then you have Robert Zemeckis, who directed the new Pinocchio film. That movie was terrible. It's an awful movie. So, you can't really say, oh, just because the director's great, you can't say it's going to be a good movie when you work at Disney, because Disney, they have massive control. They controlled Robert Zemeckis. They controlled Sam Raimi. These are some of my favorite directors, especially Sam Raimi, who directed the Spider-Man trilogy with Tobey Maguire. Those are some of my favorite films. And you better believe it, I was excited when they announced that Sam Raimi was the director of Doctor Strange, but the more and more I watched about Doctor Strange, the more woke it became. It was more about Wanda. It's the same thing with Indiana Jones, ladies and gentlemen. Phoebe Waller-Bridge is a feminist SJW in real life. She has written some of the most woke movies ever. She played a droid in Star Wars, Solo: A Star Wars Story, who basically demanded droid rights. Now, I wish we could have an actress that was actually talented, an actress that would work well with Indiana Jones. Maybe I'm wrong about all this. Maybe I'm just looking far ahead, too far into it. But it gets very worrisome when we have no title for the film, we have no trailer for the film, but all they're pushing is Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Now, I'm trying to hold back tears because like I said before, have a deep connection with Indiana Jones. My father, who passed away in 2017, he introduced me to Indiana Jones. Heck, I even saw Kingdom of the Crystal Skull in theaters. And even though that movie's not very good, I still have a lot of memories with that film. When my dad took me back in 2008, I was only 8 years old, and I have so many fond memories of that film in the theaters. But ladies and gentlemen, it's sad what's going on. I mean, all it's about is Phoebe Waller-Bridge. The theme that came out is about Phoebe Waller-Bridge. I get it; she's a new character, but why not just make a new theme for Indy or Mads Mikkelsen or somebody like Antonio Banderas? Why Phoebe Waller-Bridge out of nowhere? Well, guys, there are rumors sprouting up that she will be Indy's replacement, that Indy will be killed and replaced. I don't know if these rumors are true, so take it with a grain of salt. But unfortunately, guys, it looks more and more likely that this will be, unfortunately, the cause. And this will be the truth because, it's Indiana Jones. It's Indy's film. It's like talking about Elsa in Last Crusade. It's like talking about Marion in Raiders, all about Marion, when you don't even know the character, the star. Last Crusade is all about the family dynamic of Indy and his father, Sean Connery. So can you imagine if all they talked about was Elsa, how she's this awesome, awesome character? People would be a little pissed off because they don't care about this little character. I mean, they do, but you care about the family dynamic. You care about Indiana Jones himself, and a lot of people, they're falling for the same crap again. They're watching all these videos, getting super hyped about Indiana Jones. But what happened with Star Wars? Star Wars became garbage. The sequel trilogy, it's some of the worst films I have ever seen, especially Rise of Skywalker. I compare that movie to Jaws: The Revenge. It makes no sense. The plot is muddled. It is a ridiculous plot with terrible pacing. It's just another Jaws: The Revenge. And it's sad that people just forget about all that, People forget about the crappy Obi-Wan show, the crappy Book of Boba Fett show, all the woke nonsense that Disney has shoved in our face, and people are just so excited about Indiana Jones. And you know what? I'm excited about Indiana Jones as well. But now I am very, very concerned, and I'm deeply, deeply troubled with all of this stuff going on. I'm scared, ladies and gentlemen, for this picture, for this film. And I'm also scared for James Mangold because this could destroy his career. Robert Zemeckis, his career is pretty much over with Pinocchio. Sam Raimi, he's no longer a respected director after Doctor Strange. I'm worried about this guy, the director, James Mangold, because he's directed some really good pictures. I love Logan. It's a great movie. Ford versus Ferrari, I liked. I didn't love it as much as Logan, but it was still a good movie. It dragged a little bit in the very end, but it was a good film. So I'm worried that this picture will destroy James Mangold's career. Hopefully not. Hopefully this will be a great film. Hopefully we can all have a laugh and look back at this video. But guys, unfortunately, I'm usually correct about a lot of things. I've talked so much on this channel, and a lot of you guys that watch this channel, when I say something, it usually comes true. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know if I'm cursed. I don't know if I can see the future, but usually when I say something, it usually comes true. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully this will be a great Indiana Jones movie. Hopefully I will love Phoebe Waller-Bridge. But when you think about the past, who she is as a person, a feminist, liberal SJW, it gets really scary because of her writing, because of who she is as a person. But ladies and gentlemen, Indiana Jones 5, I'm excited to, see what's going on. But right now I'm very, very worried. Like I said, I'm holding back my tears because this franchise, it means so much to me, and it would be horrible. It would be terrible if this film turned out to be a woke disaster, because Star Wars, the sequel trilogy, it depressed me. It ruined me. You know, I love Star Wars. It's my favorite franchise, and it just brought me down to a level I thought was never possible. I hate the sequel trilogy. And it's not only because of the woke politics, that's one of the big problems, but it's because of its atrocious writing. And I am so nervous because of Indiana Jones. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, do whatever the heck you would like to do, and goodbye. Bye, everyone!